Yeah, they say everything is content. So even though I'm in my house dressing, looking crazy, I'm about to get dressed for the day. But I like to eat breakfast and then take a shower and get dressed and then go out. So anyway, I made um paninis. I probably make one of these every day because I love it so much and it's so easy. I just throw it together and it's just sourdough bread because you know sourdough doesn't have milk and all that stuff in it. So I make these paninis vegan wise, you know, and they are so freaking good. It tastes like it got meat on it, but it don't. But you know, my secret recipe is black salt. It tastes like I'm eating a bomb egg sandwich, and it is busting. If you like a messy sandwich, do these. It's so good, and it ain't no meat on here, but it's so messy and good. Mm. Look at that. Cheese. That follow your heart. That's the best vegan cheese. I'm telling you. It tastes like regular cheese. It's not bad at all. Onion and lettuce. I only eat spinach. I gave up iceberg. I started seeing them make fake lettuce. I was like, I wasn't feeling that. But, mm, mm, mm. And I'll be good for the whole day. In the evening, I have grapes or some kind of fruit. I recently started doing yogurt, but I don't do that quite often as I do grapes and vegetables. Mm, mm, mm. I'm telling you, this is such a good sandwich. All my non-vegan nieces and nephews, they say they don't like eating the stuff I eat, but everything I make, they eat. So they come down here and they told my bread like $5.99, I think it was, and they tore through that whole loaf of bread. I was so mad because I'm used to paying $1 for bread, so I paid $5.99 for that bread, and I went in there and I couldn't make a sandwich. I was mad. Mm, mm, mm. But baby, this bread is good, and it's sourdough. But you put it on that panini breast, and it take it to a whole nother level. Like the texture changes. It's crunchy. It's good. Oh my god. And even though the sandwich is wet, the bread ain't never soggy. Never. It's always perfect. I don't know how. Mm, mm, mm. People get on here doing they mukbangs and stuff, and you guys tell me y'all want me to do vegan mukbangs? Like, I don't see nobody doing that. Is that because people think our food nasty, or they don't think it's interesting, or A lot of my meals I post, people comment always saying how good they look and they want to try it. But I was thinking about that the other day. Like, I never see people doing vegan mukbangs. They show the meal prep, how it look when they cook it, but do they show the reaction? Like, is it really good, or do it just look good? And most of my meals that I make are really, really good. In the beginning, when I first started with this vegan thing, and I'm on the border now of not calling it vegan anymore, because it is now my lifestyle, because I could never go back to eating meat, dairy, cheese, all that stuff. So I don't want to be labeled vegan anymore. I want to just be plain old me, like, because I feel like when you put a label on it, people try to hold you to that. You can't hold people to pay you back your money. You can't hold people to pay they rent on time, but they will hold you to being a vegan. Do you hear me? If I tell people I'm vegan, they like, if I have a cookie, oh, you vegan. Like, it's okay. I'm vegan, but every now and again, I want something. I might take a bite or whatever, but as long as I'm not indulging in eating 2, 3, and 4 cookies or a whole packs, I don't see nothing wrong with that. And at first, I used to beat myself up real bad, real bad about eating stuff that I ain't supposed to. But I realized the better I get at making the food that I have to eat, the more I only want the food that I have and not the other food that I used to eat. Like, I used to be so upset when people come in and they had that good chicken and all that stuff. I used to be like, dang, I want a piece, but I can't eat it. But I learned real quick how to make my chicken out of oysters and mushrooms and patties and pre-make stuff that's crispy to give me that crunchy bite that I'm looking for. And it don't have to taste like chicken. You know what I'm saying? I think it's more or less the ideal of it. The dipping, everybody's eating together, and I think that's what the part about it, I think, is what people are addicted to, but they don't realize it. Because the less I was eating that old food, the more I was seeing like how that stuff was really making me sick. Like, all my life, I was eating that stuff, and like, I have lupus, I have rheumatoid arthritis, I have these little ailments and stuff, and a clotting disorder and all that stuff. And this, from the time I was a kid, I was eating like that. So that's probably why I had all these diseases that my body couldn't fix, couldn't control, couldn't heal it, because I'm still putting in those bad things that my body did not want. I didn't know that earlier on in life, because had I made life-changing things back then with my eating habits, I probably would be in a much healthier place right now and wouldn't be going through what I'm going through. So after having surgery, healing up for 6 years, it took me 6 years for my leg to heal. And after healing up, after 6 years, never had an infection, never got sick, nothing. For 6 years, never. I walked down the hallway past a laundry basket and got cut by the basket. It was sticking, the little plastic piece was sticking out, and it cut the back of my leg. I woke up the next day, and that was the end of the beginning. I'm telling you, that was how I ended up with the leg problem, and it cost me 6 years to heal and recover. Now that that's done and over with, healed, recovered, behind me, all of a sudden one day I was eating some chicken and some macaroni cheese or something from like a I don't want to say the name of the place because it's the only place I ate that I got sick from, and it happened 3 different times. But just to prevent from any drama or whatever, I just won't say the name of the place. But I got the chicken, and the chicken was good. Everybody agreed that the chicken was good, but I was the only one that got sick. So I was like, okay, whatever this is. So I got sick, went to the hospital, treated me, sent me home. And then they told me, like, you have, I was sick because I had leg cellulitis, right? So I'm like, well, that wouldn't affect me food-wise, so, that's what we was thinking. Like, why would food give you cellulitis? It don't make sense, right? Okay. So you treat me for it, send me home. The second time, that was Thanksgiving. I got cellulitis. I ate chicken. I ate macaroni and cheese. 2.5 hours later, I was shivering. Cold. I didn't feel good. Fever come over me. I told myself, I said, just take me to the hospital because this something ain't right. I get to the hospital, my temperature like 104 point something. They was like, ooh, you got a high fever. So I was like, yeah, I don't never get fevers. I don't never get sick. So she was like, well, baby, you sick today. So they run all these tests, come back, your white count high, this, that. We don't know why your white count's so high. Sit there for a few more minutes. I tell her my leg hurt real bad. Hurt real bad in the back. She said, let me take a look at it. She looked at the back of my leg. She go, you got cellulitis. Why I got cellulitis? She's like, what you do? I said, I ain't did nothing. I ate some food, got sick, came to the emergency room. While here, the back of my leg, it started burning real bad for no reason. So she's like, yeah, you got cellulitis. I was like, okay, well, I didn't know I had it. That was the second time. And I told her, I said, I ate something. I said, I'm not trying to be funny, but I had this very same meal for Thanksgiving. Minus, add an egg or two or whatever. I had deviled eggs with this one this time. I said, could it be coincidental that the place I'm eating is causing this? And she was like, no, food don't cause cellulitis and blah, 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 blah. So I say, okay. Well, something up, because last month for Thanksgiving, I had the same meal. On Thanksgiving, it ended up in the hospital. It's Christmas, December, the next month. I had the same meal. Only thing I had extra was the deviled eggs. And 3 hours after I ate the meal, I'm in the emergency department. High fever, chills, shaking uncontrollably, leg hurting again. Like, my leg is killing me. So they like, let's look at it. Let's see what's going on. I got cellulitis, right? So she said, it's probably just a coincidence, like, you shouldn't get cellulitis from eating food or whatever. I said, but I've been eating normally. I eat every day. This ain't what my first meal in 30 days. Like, I eat. And I was like, I haven't had that particular meal since Thanksgiving. So I tell her that, like, I haven't had that meal again. I had that meal Thanksgiving. And I was like, it's just a crazy coincidence that, so we all like, yeah, that is crazy, whatever. So she said, but this is what causes cellulitis, this, and that. So food wouldn't have anything to do with it, right? I'm like, okay, thank you so much. They gave me medications, admitted me for 2 days. Drama, because I had to be admitted for 2 days, November, 2 days, December, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. So January go by. I didn't eat that meal January because the new year. And so my family loved it chicken. So I get it, I don't have to cook. I just buy that chicken, bring it, and I don't got to do nothing. So I love it. So I get that chicken and I bring it to every holiday, right? Because they get it in a big box and you can get 100 pieces for like $68 or something crazy like that, or $98 or something. It's not crazy. It's worth the money. So I buy it every holiday. So New Year's, we was going to get together. We didn't. So it was a birthday party. I think my sister's birthday party. Somebody's birthday or an event was up in January, February. So we bought the chicken again. And I had it in November. I had it December. I didn't have it in January. I had it in February. We ate the chicken. And I was like, this time I'm just going to do maybe 1 or 2 pieces, drumsticks. And I don't want too much of this chicken. I'm just going to eat 1 or 2 pieces of drumsticks. And I'll eat the vegetables, green beans. Because I was real leery because I'm like, if it ain't the vegetables, it's the chicken. It's something that's causing me out of this meal to get sick. Because 2 times in the same meal is crazy. So I didn't eat this meal the same way I ate it Thanksgiving and Christmas. I just ate the 2 pieces of chicken, the drumsticks. I had some green beans and some greens and something else on my plate. It was real green plate. Because I'm feeling leery about macaroni and cheese because I'm thinking it's the dairy. So then I'm like, I'm not going to eat the macaroni and cheese. I stayed away from the coleslaw, anything that had dairy in it. I didn't eat any deviled eggs, none of that stuff. So I just ate the chicken. This way I know it's either greens or meat that's causing me to get sick, right? It came from the same place. So I eat the chicken, I eat the greens, eat the green beans, and baked beans. I ate the baked beans, right? 3 hours later, I'm shivering like, ooh, what is going on? I said, this just the same feeling I had November and December. I think I'm about to be sick. And so she was like, from what? I was like, this the 3rd time I ate the chicken. So she was like, girl, don't eat no more of that chicken. I said, I ain't eat no more of that chicken because I'm telling you that chicken the culprit. And so she was like, no. So I was like, just take me to the hospital because this feels just the same and I'm probably going to have cellulitis. So we get to the hospital. It's the same. I got cellulitis. They admitted me. And this time they admitted me, they gave me IV antibiotics the first 2 times, right? I did it okay with those. This 3rd time I got IV antibiotics and I ended up with red man syndrome, which is the video that I showed y'all when they gave me the antibiotics. No. It's a video before that. I had red man twice. I had red man. The first time I had red man, I had to get the video out. I have to find it. It's in Google Cloud. I got to pull it out. I ain't going to pull it out right now since I'm already videoing, but I'll come back to that and I'll show y'all what red man looked like for real the first time I got it. The first time I got red man syndrome, I couldn't have clothes on. I had to take my clothes off. My skin couldn't touch my skin. I couldn't touch my skin. It was so inflamed and red. The video I showed how it was started in my face and worked its way down and out my body, right? This was all at one time. The first time I got it, from head to toe, I was red and I couldn't do nothing. I had to just be like this. I couldn't touch nothing. I couldn't touch me. They came in to start an IV. Oh my God, it was the most excruciating pain I ever had in my life because they were touching my skin to start the IV and wiping it with alcohol, and it was the worst experience ever having that red man syndrome. I'm telling you, it was crazy. And so I was like, what's going on with me? Like, I'm hot from head to toe. Like, I need a fan. Like, you can't touch me. I couldn't lay back on the bed. So I'm sitting on the bed holding the arm rail like this because I'm holding myself up, because if I lay back, it hurts. If I lay forward, it hurts. If my skin touch my skin, it hurt. If I lean, everything hurt. So they gave me I said, can you please just give me something to let me relax so I can at least relax back, because I can't do it like this. This hurts so bad, I can't do it. So they gave me something. She propped the bed up so I could slowly start to lay back. And then over time, I finally was laid back. And then I can stay that. I stayed that way. I didn't even move because I didn't want that pain to come back because it was excruciating and I was on fire. So they was trying to cool me down by giving me like cool stuff. Cool. They gave me some type of cool thing to put on me or whatever because I was so hot. Like it was burning me everywhere and they didn't know what to do with me. So they started they gave me some kind of cool thing. I don't know what it was, but it helped. And then I was drinking water and all that stuff, trying to like cool down because I was just so on fire. It felt like I was really burning from the inside out. And I probably was because the medicine, I was having a reaction to the medicine and it probably was burning me. It was burning me inside out. So they admitted me to the hospital and they stopped that antibiotic, started a new antibiotic, had a reaction to that. So now I got 2 reactions happening. Baby, when I tell you I went through it. It was a lot to endure, a lot to go through, and I went through that crap. I was in that hospital by myself, and I just didn't know what else to do. So you know what I did? I just started praying and crying, praying and crying, praying and crying. God, please get me through this because I don't know what the world. So finally, I went to sleep. I woke up, and I felt so much better, but my skin was still red, like from head to toe. And they like, we don't know what to give you because you have you have allergies to everything. So it's like, we don't know what to give you. We're gonna watch you, monitor you over the next couple days, make sure that you don't become septic with this cellulitis, not really being able to treat it. But I had already had medicine one that could have possibly treated this, but I still had a reaction. And then the second medicine could have possibly treated this, but I had a reaction. So they watched me over a couple days. Things started looking good. They discharged me home with pills because I can handle the antibiotic in a pill, but I guess I can't handle IV antibiotics. So they sent me home with pills. I go home, take the pills, heal up. Thank you, Jesus, for bringing me through, right? So then I was like, this is the last time, I ain't eating no more of that chicken because this the 3rd time. Oh, I ain't got to be, 3 times a charm, boo. I'm done with that. So my family will still eat it or whatever, but I wasn't eating it because I was the only one getting sick. They wasn't getting sick. So I was like, okay, I'm done with that. So I gave up that chicken, but I was still eating chicken and other meats still because I didn't think it had nothing to do with it. So one day my sister made some pork chops. She made some smothered pork chops. Oh my God, my sister can make some smothered pork chops. They were so good over the top of some rice. I tore it down, got up to clean my room up, get everything ready for the next day. I had to work, laid down, woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, shivering. Like at this time, it woke me up. I was shivering so bad. So I was like, get me to the hospital because I know what this is. I'm about to be sick. Get me to the hospital. So we get to the hospital. As soon as I walked in the door, I said, you might want to start an IV right now because if not, you ain't going to be able to get no IV on me. So they couldn't get an IV and she waited, came back and was like, okay, they want me to do an IV. I said, too late now. You ain't going to be able to get it. She went to try to start an IV, couldn't do it. I had to get a PICC line. And that's why I was trying my best because I saw this same thing happening to my mom, right? So I said, I'm telling you, it's something in that. It's something in the food. It's something because I watched her go through the same thing. But I never put 2 and 2 together until I was in those shoes, right? So then I told him, I said, I'm telling you, this is something that it's got something to do with food because my mother was going through the same thing before she passed. And I kept telling my mom, like, maybe it's the food that you eat. Mom, like, change your food. She would not because, she old. She said in her ways she wouldn't. So I just never pushed her on it because she older. She know. But now I'm going through it. I realized it was food was the cause of my mom's, her issues were. So I tell the lady, I said, I think it's food. Every time I eat meat or something like that, like it seemed like this is happening more often than none. And I keep getting cellulitis in that leg. Like, is it too connected? Because it only happens when I eat, and it's only when I eat meat. Like every time I eat meat, I seem to apparently get sick. And I was like, do you think I'm allergic to meat? Do you think I'm having a meat allergy this late in life? Like, I never had these issues before I had this leg trauma happen. And so she was like, I don't think so, but I don't know. So finally, I've had cellulitis so many times over the years. I was like, enough is enough. So the last time I went to the doctor, I had cellulitis, and they gave me an antibiotic IV, and it went to hell in a handbasket. I ended up extremely sick, admitted, almost having to go to the ICU, all this stuff. So I was like, that's it. I'm done with meat. I'm done with dairy, because I didn't make that strong decision until they came into my room and said, we can't give you anything else IV, so we're going to send you home. But I'm sick as a dog. How you going to send me home? She was like, we can't treat you, but we can't hold you here either. I said, but it's got to be something, right? You can't send me home like this. And they said, there's nothing else we can do. We're going to send you home with some antibiotics by pill, and you go home and take those antibiotics. And if you think it's food, then don't eat the stuff you think is causing you the problem. But she was like, we don't think it has anything to do with it, blah, 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 blah. But we're going to discharge you, and you can call your ride. So I was like, well, dang, okay, send me home to die. That's how I felt. That's how I took it. And I do understand from their aspect that they couldn't hold me, because what are they going to hold me to do? Nothing, right? But I still felt like they were sending me home to die. I felt like they should have kept trying stuff, or try to figure out what I can take. Because if I'm allergic to IV antibiotics, then I need to be finding a solution, because what do I do? That they like, we can't do nothing about that. They sent me home, called me a ride, honey. So I came home, and I was like, I told my niece, I said, go to Kroger's and get me 3 watermelons. She went to Kroger's and got me 3 watermelons. I came home, and I ate watermelon for 3 weeks only. I lost 80 pounds 3 weeks, just only eating watermelon. So then my doctor was like, it's too fast. You gotta slow that down, too fast. So, but at this point, here it is. It's been 6-7 years now since I've had this leg injury, and it's healed up. It's been 2.5 years fighting with cellulitis, but I'm almost at my goal. I had to be 250 to get weight loss surgery. They're gonna take off all this skin, all this extra skin. I lost 220 pounds so far. I was 500. No, I lost 205 pounds. I lost 205 pounds. I was 535. Maybe my math ain't right. I have to do the math. Anyway, I was 535, and now I'm 340. Let me see. What's my weight? I lost 195 pounds. So I've lost 195 pounds, and I have to be 250. They want me to be 250 to get the surgery. And like I said in my other videos, I'm worried that 250 is going to be extremely small, because I'm going to be 250 with all of this skin, and then they're going to take it off of me. So when they take this skin off of me, I won't be 100 pounds. I'm going to be extremely small. I've never been small my entire life, so I am freaking out over that. I ain't going to say I'm freaking out. I'm going to say it's going to be different for me, because I've never been a small person my whole life. So I kind of don't want that. Because I'm used to who I see in the mirror. I'm used to, I want to be thick. I don't want to be skinny, string bean. I don't want that, because I've never thought that was cute. That's why I never, fought to be that small. I always wanted to be smaller, just didn't want to be extremely skinny, That's never been my thing. I never wanted that for me. So I've always wanted to be thick with no belly. That's what I want. I'll say it like that. I wanted to be chubby with no belly. But I wasn't that lucky. So I was chubby with belly and thighs and all that. So, but they're going to take all that off of me, and I don't know how I'm going to feel about it. I feel like I'm going to be okay. I feel like I know that I'm going to be okay, because I've been preparing myself for the last 2 years on this journey of getting ready to have surgery. So they wanted me to do the gastric bypass so it can happen faster. But I don't want to do a million surgeries and end up always constantly having surgery. So I wanted to do one surgery. I want to do one skin removal process and be done. I don't want to have to go back and do my arms and go back and do my legs and go back and do my stomach and go back and do. If I'm gonna endure all of this, I want to endure it, and be done with it. So that's what I want to do. So my next couple videos will be showing you guys what I look like at 535, my transition downwards on how I lost weight, the foods I ate to lose the weight, the 2 programs that I put together to help me lose this weight. I used Yaki Awakening and Dr. Brooke Goldner, because I have lupus and she had lupus, and she's lupus free now for 18 plus years. So I used her regimen with the greens, Yakia regimen with the fruits, and put those 2 together, and they have me where I am today at 340 pounds, and I'm still going down. You know, it's slow and steady, which is what the doctors recommend, slow and steady. Now, on certain encounters, I realized that certain things make me lose weight really fast. So I only eat 1 meal a day. I've always done it, even before I did started vegan stuff. I always have ate 1 meal a day. Even when I was doing hair back in the day, I used to eat in the morning, and that would be the only time I eat is in the morning. Or if I had something, it'd be a chip and a juice in the evening. But I never really was an eater. I've never been a big eater, which is why I never understood why I held on to so much weight, because I never really was an eater, you know. But later in life, I got heavier because I worked a desk job in the emergency department, and I sat all day for 12 hours a day. I sat, and they brought us all kinds of yummy good stuff into the ED, and I just was eating that stuff and sitting at the desk. Now, don't get me wrong, my job is high maintenance job, but I did it from sitting. So everything I did was phone, computer, you know, running, you know, everything I did was from my desk. I did it very well, and I was very good at it. But the consequence of working 12 hours a day, 4 days a week, 5 days a week, because I would pick up extra days, extra 12-hour shifts, 18-hour shifts for the money, and I would work those shifts, and I'd be there all day long. So of course, I wasn't making much money. I wasn't getting paid good. So they would bring in food, so I never had to worry about buying food, ordering food, none of that stuff, because it was always food there. But it was always garbage food. It was fast food, cake, cookies, pop juices. It was all that kind of stuff every day. So I was eating that stuff every single day, and then nibbling on that stuff throughout the day. So I gained a lot of weight working there, but it was the best 12 years of my life. I enjoyed working in the emergency department. I enjoy, you know, helping people. That's something that I've always liked doing. So I was really happy there. You know, for unforeseen reasons, I had to leave, but I would love to, you know, if I had to, I would go back there, because I love working in the emergency department. I love the hype, the thrill, all of that stuff. It was amazing. I love working there, but with this leg, I can't do it. So I ended up taking a work from home job, and that's what I've been doing, working from home and taking care of myself. But now I'm getting so close to surgery and reevaluating my life and looking at the things that I would be able to do that I couldn't do over these last 7 years, 8 years, you know. So I can't wait to turn over this new leaf and really start to experience and enjoy life in a different lens, because like I said, I've never been skinny, so this is gonna be new. I've never been in this place where I am now with weight loss. Even as a younger person, when I wasn't this heavy, I never really put any effort into weight loss, because I was so active. I was always moving and dancing and performing, and I never worried about it, never thought about it, because I was comfortable in my weight. I'm a big girl. I just can handle my weight very well. So this new adventure is going to be something, and I'm going to take you guys along with me. I hope you guys enjoy the content that's coming and that I've been putting out. Watch my old videos. I have some really good videos. I'm a great hairstylist, and I love techniques, so I have a lot of really great techniques in my videos. And another thing is, on my next video, I got to talk about this, because I have several videos that is making it should have made me a lot of coins by now, right? I can't get the money because I don't have the watch time and the watch hours. So now the YouTube is doing this new thing for new creators. I'm hoping to get the watch hours so I can finally get paid for the videos that I did have that went viral. Because the strange thing is the numbers didn't rack up all at one time. You know how a video go viral, it get numbers, and then you get your watch hours, you get everything fast, right? For whatever strange reason, that didn't happen for me. I got the video did well, but it did well over time. So over that time, it never was enough watch hours for me to get paid. So there's several videos that I have that probably made pretty good money, but I can't get the money because I don't have the watch hours. So I never really buckled down hard with YouTube. So now that all this stuff going on with TikTok and all these different platforms, I'm finna be jumping to 6 and 7 and 8 and 10 different social media platforms. I'm gonna just do YouTube and stay on YouTube. And they have shorts now, so if I want to do a short, I can do a short. If I want to do a long video, I can do a long video. And I don't have to worry about nobody messing with nothing over here. So this is where I'm going to stay at. I'm going to stay on YouTube. I might dibble and dabble on search on those other sites, but I don't think I'm going to do a lot of posting and all that stuff because I don't want to do all the chasing. It's enough Facebook, Instagram, Lemonade. I got, I'm just over all the extra, trying to keep up with all the little bitty things that's going on. So I'm just going to do YouTube, and I hope you guys enjoy my videos. Like, comment, share, subscribe. If you know somebody that's going through the same thing I'm going through, head them over to my videos and leave me a message if you want to talk about it. If you want to share your experience with me, we can have a mukbang powwow, sit down, talk about what's going on with us so that the next person that goes through the same thing that we're going through will have something to fall back on. Because when I started going through this, I had nothing. Nobody on YouTube was going through what I'm going through. So I'm putting this video out there because I know it's other people out there who get cellulitis and sepsis a lot, because I see it a lot in the profession that I am in. So I know that people out there get it. They have different reasons why they get it, but they don't know how to tackle it and cure it and get rid of it. So that's what I want to do next, is start just showing people the things that I did and how I did it and when I did it and why it worked. So you guys keep watching. I'm going to keep posting. Peace.